Smith and Wesson revolver. This is the kind of stuff that really makes me fall in love with a lot of this old vintage stuff, and this is definitely one of them. I'm going to be careful with the box, because the box here, the wooden box, is the hinges on these things, were not the best. The hinges and the interior, the velvet and everything, I'm holding the top of this thing, they weren't the best, and they're definitely getting older, and age is not kind to the hardware on them. But anyway, here you have it, and what you're looking at is a Model 29-2, the ultimate dirty hairy gun, the true 6.5, a 44 Magnum, of course. What else would it be if it's a true dirty hairy gun? And this one's got all of its paperwork and everything in it. We're going to go ahead and look at that. And of course, this video is just straight up drool factor if you're into revolvers like I am. This is a really cool completed kit, because you got everything. This has got the original screwdriver, the cleaning material, the rod, the mop, and all that stuff is still intact. Even the blue velvet inlay stuff is still there. Is usually these things don't age well and they fall apart. So we're going to go ahead and pop this gun out of here, the revolver. I'm going to go ahead and get it out of here. Yes. And we're going to close this box very gently and move the box, the gorgeous wooden box here, and you can see what I mean about the hardware in the back. I've got a couple of these type of boxes, and like I said, they just do not hold up. The hardware doesn't hold up very well. I'm just trying to keep it in as best condition as I can keep it in and preserve it. We're going to go ahead and zoom in on this beautiful, gorgeous baby right there. Here's the actual instruction pamphlet paperwork that you get. A lot of these things are just gone over time right there. Schematics and all that cool stuff. This is the original paperwork. I'm glad that, I didn't think would ever get my hands on a complete kit like this, or anything much let alone in this kind of a condition and all that. I did not think I would ever get my hands on something like this, but I mean, they just do not make things like this anymore. I mean, the bluing, the grips, see the camera reflection in that bluing, because that bluing is none other. I mean, there is nothing else like it. That bluing is amazing. Those countersunk cylinders. That adjustable rear sight. All the way down to that beautiful ramp. Of course, there you can see it in all of its splendor. That 44 Magnum there. I'll give you another look at the roll stamped Smith and Wesson. The mounted firing pin. Definitely no key lock on this baby. Big old wide color case hardened hammer. trigger. These things are just gorgeous, beautiful stuff. And you know, as an added extra bonus, I've always collected, anytime I could, the original grips. And you know what? Just for those that like the grips, you know, here's a really gorgeous set that is almost flawless. And these things, these type of things are just invaluable. I tell you, that's one key thing, is if you're going and trying to buy something like this, definitely look at the grips. If it doesn't have, like, if you're going to go buy something like this and it doesn't have these original grips, I tell you, right there, I mean, to me, as if you're going to buy it, spend your hard-earned cash on it, I mean, I'd ask for a minimum $100 off. But even now, those grips have gotten stupid expensive. This type of whole setup, this whole kit, it has gotten so expensive now that I find it so hard to believe. It's crazy the numbers that have gone to these things when you go to gun shows, Gun Broker, any of that. It's amazing how much they've jumped in prices. And I'm a big fan of the movie, so you cannot really talk about this gun without mentioning the Dirty Harry movie. So, and that's the romance with me and it. But as I found out, when you shoot these things at the range, you shoot 44 special like I like to, because it's just more comfortable to shoot. Doesn't, you know, batter up the gun, you know, too bad. Not saying that shooting magnums in it's going to, you know, blow it to pieces or anything, but it just, I take care of them, I preserve them, but still take them to the range and enjoy them. And I tell you, it's really a fun gun to shoot with specials like that. Yeah, so, but yeah, I mean, you know, it's also fun to shoot magnums. But just wanted to show this to you, bring it out, because it really is such a amazing piece to have, and all these things that go with it, the box, the paperwork, that kind of stuff. It just makes it just special.